Look around you. Are people happy? Are they having the time of their life? Are they stressed out? Are you stressed out? Are you happy? Maybe you are. Can you be happier? I don't know. Maybe you're fully content. I don't know if that's the case. This world has been taking from you. They've been taking everything from you. Your data, your personality, your pictures with mom and dad. That's right. That's what social media does to you. And your friends and peers, they use it against you. But not What's the Play. Come to What's the Play. They want you to follow them on twitch.tv/What's the Play Games. If you follow them, if and only when, if you follow them, you'll get that notification this week that will make you say,
yes! Oh my God!
The music is always useful. It gives me the tempo. Well, it all helps, doesn't it? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the Who Cares podcast. A podcast that enters your soul with your host, Stephen Moraga.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the Who Cares, a podcast.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
That's right, it's Who Cares, the podcast. You've missed us. You missed me and my merry band of Stevens and Montgomerys, Thunderbirds, and I'm welcomed once again. I know that, just take it easy for a second. I know that now it's popping up on your iTunes, it's popping up on your iHeart, it's popping up on your Stitcher, it's popping up everywhere. It's popping up in your pants, and it's popping in your pants if you're one of the most beautiful ladies that listen to this podcast. It's me, Stephen Moraga, Stephen with a PH, and I'm joined here once again. He is so eccentric, he is so authentic, and slightly hygienic. Here he is, John Montgomery, Thunderbird III. Welcome back to the Who Cares podcast.
Yes, hello, Stephen, and it's always great to be back here on the Who Cares podcast.
So that's right, you are back here with me, Stephen Moraga, Stephen with a PH.
I'm here.
And when I say I'm here, I'm saying I'm back. Once again, you have not had, this is an audio-only special podcast. And John, I know that we have not given the audio to the people that we've been meaning to give to them because we've been streaming, and we've been streaming all over the place, and we haven't given them that audio.
That's right, we haven't, Stephen. And I just got back from the store. I bought a new voice. I have a new box in my neck.
You know, I'm looking at you, and it looks crazy when I look at you right now.
It is so crazy. Part of my neck is missing.
Well, okay,
There's blood everywhere. It's amazing.
Well, what is the reason why that you have this new voice? Could you please elaborate?
Yes, I can, Stephen. Well, earlier this year, I had my voice box ripped out by a tyrant from someone trying to keep me down. And you just can't keep someone like me down.
No, downtown.
I've applied to be a superhero. I've applied to be a commercial talk person. I have applied to be a newscaster and a weatherman.
Do you have the weatherman attitude?
I actually have a position open in Germany. Where I do the naked news.
Oh, and you speak English?
I do. Isn't this just great?
It's honestly making me uncomfortable, but I know everybody at home can't feel this uncomfortable, but when you see him live on TV, you won't feel as uncomfortable because maybe you're going to grow into your voice and your vocal cords, and you're going to...
Let's hope so, Steve. Maybe my hair will look like a news person.
You do sound like a completely new person. And what I was trying to get at is that there was some complaints the last episode from some of our audio because you weren't as loud as you should have been. And it's not your fault. It's just it wasn't picking you up. And I think that and the tyrant ripping your vocal cords out, I think combined to a perfect storm. Now we have this.
You're right, Stephen. Sometimes when bad things happen, they end up being good.
That's right. That's right. In fact, that would be the theme of our whole life of this company. And we want to talk to everybody out there. We're going to be doing a couple of changes here at this podcastery. we're gonna be doing a couple of changes. In fact, we're gonna be changing the name pretty soon, and we will not be. But old weatherman over here came up with a fantastic new name for the show, because while we don't want to acknowledge the competition, we have found that there couldn't be a bigger bunch of losers that has ever walked the face of the planet that have come up with this Who Cares podcast. And we can't, it's kind of like, when you were a kid and you used to hit those things and they keep popping up.
The moles.
You keep hitting them and the moles.
Whack-a-moles.
Whack-a-moles, right. This is whack-a-loser. And so I can't tell you how ridiculous it is. I mean, I don't even want to tell everybody, because then you might go and listen to that horrible stuff, and I would hate to make your ear drums bleed. And look it.
What a waste of time.
Exactly. You can't even predict this, can you, Weatherman?
No.
You couldn't predict whack-a-loser in this situation here. I would give these people who claim to have we weren't the first, and I understand that, but the people before us, they've now gone by the wayside because we now own that bitch.
And we have pushed them aside with our metaphorical arm of greatness.
And we've discarded them. We have discarded them like yesterday's news. And let me just tell everybody out there, okay? We cannot be beat. We have beaten the unbeatable. We have beaten the downtrodden too. We beat the unbeatable and the downtrodden. We beat them up. We beat them both up because you know what? We're equal opportunity to beat up people.
That's right, and everyone needs to learn a lesson every now and then.
That's right. We beat up whoever we want to.
Except for me and you.
The cream always rises to the top, and your voice hopefully will rise a little bit.
It will, Stephen. I'm still working on that. It's hard to measure my strength of voice.
Well, you know what's not hard to measure?
Greatness.
The popularity. That's exactly. The popularity and greatness of the Who Cares podcast, right? And you can find us only on Twitter at Who Cares the Podcast, or you can reach us at twitch.tv/the Who Cares Podcast. And more and more, though, I'm finding these people are popping up out of the blue, and they're trying to take this throne away from us. And we're not gonna. Well, you know what? It's like if we were to. It's like if, okay, let me just think of the person in your family that has never done anything in their life. They're the biggest loser. They've never done nothing. Yeah, that nobody cares about them. Unfortunately, maybe they have 3 arms, or they have, their teeth are a little yellow. They smoke a lot of cigarettes, maybe a little meth. Whoever that person is, take that person, and you have every single person besides us that calls himself the Who Care Podcast, and so we do not want to be associated with them. So we're going to be changing the name very, very soon. But in the meantime, you just go to the Twitter page and you go to our twitch.tv/the Who Cares Podcast, and there John Montgomery will tickle your taint.
Fancy. Lee.
And if you just put the computer, if you just put the phone,
just put your monitor up to my pants.
There you go. And
we'll have a great time.
Yes. The weather will be rainy, moist,
and very hot and
cold,
action-y.
Oh, well, it's
and packed with other stuff.
I feel that. I'm almost getting. Somebody almost poked me in the eye. I gotta get it moving.
Oh, you need to protect your eyes, Stephen. You remember what happened last time?
That's true. I ate a girl out, and her poop got in my eye.
Her poop flung out of her butthole
gave me pink eye.
Your eye,
and that's no joke. And you know what you want? You know what? Who doesn't have pink eye? Anybody else who's ever hosted something called the Who Cares Podcast besides us. You know why they wouldn't have it? Because they've never seen a pussy in their whole life.
That's right.
They complain. Somebody's like a fake comedian or something.
And that's why their podcast.
And the guy complains.
Who cares?
He complains.
All people do when they complain is say, "I'm not getting pussy,"
right?
Or "I'm have a dusty pussy."
Then there's also one that called Who Cares, but it's like they're being real smart. It's like a play on words, like who cares? We do. Here's home care. Home care.
Makes me tired.
It makes me tired looking at them because they've got bags on their eyes. Those ladies look like horrific looking people.
They don't do their research before they name their
I don't know who's the
podcast.
patient and who's the nurse.
That's confusing.
Exactly. I'm looking at the pictures. I have no idea which one's taking care of which.
My goodness.
I know.
Despicable.
But you know what? High school must have been the best time just for them. It should have been the best time for these people. And I think they're trying to relive that. And they're trying to relive those 9 years that they spent in high school. I think that all these people are a big bunch of dum-dums. And we will go into... we don't care about those people. But I want everybody to know out there, there's only one podcast. There's only one that has now taken the throne of the greatest podcast that's ever lived.
This one.
Right here.
Right here.
With this voice.
Right now.
You hear that voice?
It demands you to come with us.
Oh, yeah.
Battle the wretches that are outside your homes, digging through your garbage, looking for a better life, but you will not let them dig through your garbage anymore.
That's right. We have enough garbage out there. All the other podcasts are garbage except for this one.
And throw them out.
Throw them out. Delete them.
Throw everything out of your life that is negative and bad and terrible for you.
That's right. Clear that mind. That's what we've done.
Let me tell you how, Stephen.
Let me hear it.
Let me tell you how.
You have gotten a new voice.
Just listen to this voice.
Sorry, I will.
Let it linger into your brains. Now, I need you to close your eyes for a minute. Just for a minute. I'm not going to poke you or nothing. I'm going to teach you how to live in the moment. How to clear your head like a palette so you can do whatever is next. So go outside. Stay inside. Stop, sit, listen, close your eyes.
Sorry.
Lay down, on your back.
Okay.
Do whatever you have to
Okay.
do. But just exist. Don't hold yourself up. Just let gravity, or the theory of it, do its thing. Listen to the air. The fan, the cars go by. Listen to the air. The fan, the cars go by. Listen to the fan. How do you feel? Me too. Think of how grateful you are to be outside, inside, laying on your back. Nobody telling you to finish this. Can you do it faster? Meeting at 1. Boss wants this. He's pissed. Nothing can touch you here. Listen to your breath. Control that breathing. Make it your bitch. In and out. In and out again. Again. Now listen to the carpet, the walls, the stairs. Really pay attention to how lucky you are to be doing what you are doing right now. Appreciate that you have this time to float around listening to the world. That is how you begin to live in the moment. Stop and really feel what you feel and just pay attention. Don't take it for granted. That's it for this exercise. Life is ready to start now. Are you ready for it? Now go. On with you. Be your bad self. Now, Stephen, how did that make you feel?
I came twice.
That's awesome. Better than I ever expected.
That's right. And I would never share that with you, but you asked me. So, I'm sitting over here in the chair and I'm not going to lie to you.
We've always said, don't ask, don't.
Well, we want to welcome you back to the Who Cares podcast. It's been so long since we have done an actual audio version of this. It's so long, in fact, that you had a regular voice back then.
I did.
And now you have a different voice.
It's like a superhero.
Well, consider me Lex Luthor, motherfucker. Because I want to let everybody out there know. It's time. It's a new era. It is time for What's the Play Games streaming live on twitch.tv/What's the Play Games, the first interactive global trivia
show experience.
I love it.
Coming to you on Tuesdays and Thursdays, live on Twitch from What's to Play Games.
And that means great things for you, our audience. Every Tuesday and Thursday, it is an event on twitch.tv/What's to Play Games. It's the first ever global interactive trivia show that deals with you. That's right. The social life hacks for your social life. Those are the questions that we're answering. We've polled the greatest men and women, 17 to 34, and we need you to interact with us as well. That's right, every Tuesday, Thursday. It is the only trivia show on the planet that deals with you. So come on down to What's to Play Games, only on Twitch, but also simulcasting on YouTube and Facebook Live. But we want you to come to Twitch because that's our home. That's right. I'm telling you, there's nothing like this. And get your friends, get your neighbors, get your enemies. It doesn't matter. They won't be your enemies anymore because we are your wingman, wingwoman, whatever you want to call it. We're here for you. Twitch.tv/What's to Play Games. Come on down. So for everybody out there, it's time once again. I know we haven't talked to you in a while, but we thought since it's National Podcasting Day yesterday, that what a better way to start off.
Celebrate it the next day.
That's how we do it because who cares? Everybody was doing their podcast yesterday. And guess what? Everybody's done. They shot their load. Yeah, it's our turn. Right?
Yes.
Thank you, John. And so with that, I want to turn your attention to the greatest. Pretty much the greatest product that the history of the world has ever invented. It has been the greatest product. I don't care if it's the cure for cancer. That has nothing to do with this.
Maybe it will.
This might cure cancer. Yeah, it was a cure for. It was penicillin means nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's garbage compared to this product.
Wow.
Yeah, TV when TV was invented, it's stupid.
Not even as big of an undertaking of this.
That's right. We are here to help you, the listening audience, and you right now, if you're listening to this, you are one of the few million people listening.
Mighty.
A few of the mighty, and you need to understand what you're about to hear right now. We're about to launch everything that we've done, everything that's been in our loins, everything that's been in our fingertips, everything's been in John's fingertips, especially John's fingertips. He's been tickling the keys. In fact, he's been tickling them so long it changes his voice. Yes. And so we want to welcome you to the first ever interactive global trivia game show called What's the Play? And it is only available on twitch.tv/What's the Play Games. John, please elaborate.
Yes, Stephen. And what we're going to do is we're going to air this game show, trivia show, on Tuesdays and Thursdays whenever the hell we want.
That's right. So you have to be on your toes. You just have to come and subscribe. Or I'm sorry. Come and follow us and you'll get the notifications.
And make sure you click on the bell next to the follow button. Otherwise, you won't get the notification whenever we go live. You don't want to have to be codependent and ask your friend, hey, is What's the Play on?
You never want that. You never want that. And I know we're being pretty flippant in this particular episode, but I couldn't be more serious. If I had a daughter, which I don't, I may have a couple of girls that could be my daughter's age that I hang out with.
Let's hope not, Steve.
Well, my daughter would be like 25 now.
Oh, okay. That's very awesome.
So, yeah, I'd be... Well, no, she wouldn't be 25. Let's see. Wait.
Old enough to party.
How old would I be? 15? Okay.
18.
So yeah, she would be at least. Well, she'd be at least 18. My daughter and her friends would be at least 18. Anyways, what I'm saying is we're doing this for the youth.
Yes. We don't need any more getting hit by cars or ran over by airplanes.
No, no more school shootings. No more nothing. No more Xanax taking.
Oh, that's amazing.
No more antidepressants. You don't need an antidepressant.
I don't have to sleep for days anymore, Stephen.
No.
I can get out of bed happy.
You know what? You don't need an antidepressant anymore.
No.
I put that now. I am making a bold statement like that. This product makes you not require an antidepressant.
Wow.
Yeah, no more suicidal thoughts.
Does that mean I'm gonna have fun?
You will have fun. And that's what you do. You gather all your friends, John. You gather all your friends. You guys play this game every Tuesday and Thursday, like you said. And you don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of like a taco truck. You never know when that taco truck's going to show up. But you're so happy. It's like pussy juice in your mouth.
Yeah, you're waiting for it all day long.
That's right. Or for the ladies, I guess semen.
Yes, semen for the ladies. I like to call that ice cream.
And we're just here because we've played this game, and we are just here to. So we have gone above and beyond, and we've partnered up with What's the Play, and they have shown us the way.
Yes.
In fact, you are now hosting the very first one tonight.
Yes, sir.
Very first episode.
Yes, sir, I am.
That's amazing.
To show off my new voice.
Oh my God, are you
in
really?
all of its glory.
Do they know that you talk like this now?
No.
You audition with a different voice.
They couldn't. For I had done it in secret. To show the world I'm ready for them.
It's like if you're a woman, you got breast implants, but you got a vocal implant.
Yes, men can do things to upgrade their body too. But I don't
Freaks and
need
peaks.
boobs.
No, you don't need
I
boobs.
needed a voice.
You did.
Because I no longer had one that people wanted to hear.
Who told you they didn't want to? We didn't get that much hate mail
It
about it.
sounded like a cat scratching at the chalkboard.
It's not what
Or
they
a
said. They just said they couldn't hear
56K
you.
modem signing on to AOL. Or faxing your work to tell them you're not coming in.
You know, that reminds me of some of the people that we've been dealing with lately in the tech world.
What's their problem?
Well, the last time that got laid was when they heard this.
My God.
Yeah, I am so disappointed. Oh. And so that's one of the reasons why we've launched this particular product. Remember to look out, like, just because there's technology in this world, just because there's somebody that tells you they're streamlining things and they're doing stuff, they ain't streamlining nothing. They've given you pictures. Like the guy from Instagram.
We've had pictures since the 20s.
That's right. It's called Polaroid.
Since last 20s.
Right. We've had pictures, and he accidentally came upon Instagram, which we are not mad at. We are not here to talk bad about anybody's path through life and through their business acumen.
So he wasn't trying to.
He wasn't trying to get influencers to take the least amount of clothing on, or to show their least amount of clothing with the most amount of pictures. No, that was not his game plan.
Wow. Why?
He had a game plan for this. He wanted to take, his idea was people who are at bars to take a picture of your drink.
Yes.
That was his whole idea. What a fascinating idea that is.
Drinks are in cups, yes.
Right.
But there's more to do with a camera.
Well, as he found out, he said that the only thing that was really of value was when people were in it. That's what he said.
Well, then his idea was stupid.
Right. But what does that make the users?
Smarter than he is.
That's right.
Because they know what they want.
Because he didn't do it for the right purpose.
No. He tried to direct their creative, artistic direction.
Right.
And no one wants that.
He's like, we need a filter. Who has a filter?
No artist should have a filter.
That's right. You know who doesn't have a filter? Us. And What's to Play Games does not have a filter, so go to twitch.tv tonight on Tuesday. And you will be hosting it. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you with your new voice.
I can't wait either,
What are you going to be wearing?
You'll see. Maybe the Emperor's new clothes.
Oh, wow.
Maybe my new clothes.
Oh, my God.
Maybe a cape. Perhaps some tights and some red shoes. I don't know, Steven. The world is a very, very special place.
The world's crazy.
Where you can do anything you want.
That's right. We can do everything we want.
Yes, if you believe you can.
I believe I can.
I believe I can too.
Yeah, because just 3 years ago.
Yes.
I want to talk about that, people. I want to talk about gratitude.
It's a very, very good thing to have gratitude.
Let's talk about gratitude. Today, right now, let's take a moment. And everybody, if you're in your car, if you're at school listening in some earbuds, if you're not in your car at school, we don't want anything to do with it because you're old.
Yeah.
So if you're either in one of those two places, or maybe you're at work, I guess, like at Starbucks. Hopefully you're like at a Starbucks or wherever, You're bartending.
Hopefully
Hopefully
going
somewhere.
to work and school.
Hopefully you're somewhere where like that you haven't been there for like 40 years because we turn off the podcast right now, lady. Turn it off.
Yes,
You've been a waitress for too long.
need us.
You've been a waitress for too long. Turn it off. Does not pertain to you.
We don't need you.
We don't need you in your dusty pussy.
No.
So to everybody else out there, I think dusty, right?
We'll take our tips somewhere else.
That's
Thank
right.
you very
Here's
much.
a tip. Get the fuck out of here.
Quit.
Okay, so with this particular time, I want everybody out there. Now that we've just destroyed all of our over 40 crowd, I want everybody to just take a moment and just breathe it in. Do you breathe that?
Smell that.
That's
shit.
gratitude, and you're grateful for your parents because you're still young. The people that already turned off this, they don't have parents anymore. But the people that are young still have parents, and maybe some of them, unfortunately, maybe have one or two, but you still have one of them. The people that turned off already, don't worry about them. They don't have any. So be thankful for those parents that love you, and if they don't love you, your parents, be thankful for that brother or sister that loves you. Or be thankful for that teacher that said, hey, kid, come over here. I know you don't have no parents. I know you got no friends. I know you got no brothers and sisters. But I love you. So there's got to be somebody in your life that loves you.
There has to be.
There has to be. And if you don't have anybody after all that, you have John and his new voice to love you. And you have Steve.
I have a good suggestion for you.
Oh.
Either have a puppy or a kitty with you in a picture so you look nice.
That kind of doesn't go with the gratitude thing that I'm going with. But you're right. Maybe brutal honesty is honesty.
They should be grateful that I'm giving them this.
Oh, my God.
Flipped.
Oh, shit.
That's my
That is true. That is true. But you know what? They should be grateful because, you know what? We will take in the obnoxious.
And I will love you anyway.
Yes, we will take in the obnoxious, the ignorant.
The non-knowers.
Yeah, the people that nobody wants to hang out with. The people that might have, like, stains on their jeans.
The lie spinners.
Yeah, people who are unintelligent.
Uninterested.
The goofy.
Boring.
And those people, we will teach them. We will teach them instruments.
To be vessels of my message.
And we will teach you how to play music. What the hell are you talking about? We teach them instruments like the piano, the kazoo, the drums.
The auto harp.
That's right. We have taken 16-year-old girls and made them into prodigies. When they didn't even have a singing voice. We made them.
Yes, they were great.
We have taken Filipino refugees and he decided to eat and then yell at us because the food wasn't warm enough.
Gluttony is such a terrible
And
disease.
and we will make sure that all of you people out there will not be gluttons. We will make sure we will slap that piece of pork out of your hand. We'll go like this, Papa!
And I will eat it for you.
And that's how John Montgomery Thunderbird III came. Is that how you got your voice? You're like Braveheart. Eating turkey legs or pork legs, pork legs.
I'm not quite sure how it happened, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
I just woke up and knew that I was great.
That's right. All because
They're great.
You have been playing the pilot. I can't even say it. You have been able to play the game that everybody right now, as I'm speaking, the words that are coming out of my mouth. I want everybody to know that you've been playing this and you have changed dramatically. All because of a couple of episodes. It hasn't been available to the public yet.
That's right.
And
They
look
don't
at
even know that
he's so
change has
proper.
happened.
He's so proper and so confident. And he is now... You have had sex with at least 42 different women in 32 different states.
In one day.
Jesus. If that's not... And you've also been able to help sick kids.
Yes, I've been curing cancer
Oh my
and children all around my city. And my...
You care to elaborate? No, we're not going to tell them the city you live in. Let them find out.
Yes, you find me. You will feel it.
You will feel that energy.
It's in the air.
It's powerful. It's very
You
powerful.
must walk towards it and come closer.
Walk towards
or
the
I
light?
can do nothing for you.
That's right. You got to want it. You got to want him.
You must want to change to have it occur, to make it possible. If you don't allow something to be possible, how can it happen? How am I to break through the corridor into happiness for you? How can I do it if you don't believe that it's possible in the first place?
How can anybody, after listening to this, not go to twitch.tv/what's-play-games tonight? It doesn't. We don't know. We don't know. It could pop up anytime.
Now, let me ask you something, Steven.
Uh,
Is the word better good?
no.
It's not?
No.
Is the word prepared good?
Yes.
We are going to turn out
The most prepared.
prepared people that this planet has ever seen. Prepare them for life's physical challenges.
You know what I heard is if they answer all the questions correctly, they might have a chance at hosting the show. They might take your job. That's the story going around.
Right. And also, yes, it's hard to talk with my new voice, Stephen. I still have
Can't
to
believe you're doing this
practice.
whole episode.
But we are going to...
We were going to, go live? We were going to prepare for the people for the podcast. I'm sorry, for the game show.
Yes, the game show. We are going to...
Trivia show. What kind of trivia would they be up against?
Things that they deal with in their everyday life.
Let's leave it like that, because if we say any more, somebody's going to want to go against the trademark.
Yes, and we cannot allow
Because as much as we love our audience, we know that at least there's at least 1% of you that will kill or murder. And look it. Do it. That's interesting to know that. I hope nobody in our family or us are the victims of that, but we know you're going to do it, and maybe you don't even know you're going to do it.
Yes, but
Statistics
just
show
lock yourself in the
1%
closet.
of the audience would be a serial murderer, a murderer.
Now, you 1% of you out there.
1%ers.
You 1%ers.
I don't know that I've ever said that.
You stay inside and don't hurt anyone.
I had this girl on Twitter ask me. She goes, she put out this tweet. She's very, very attractive. Well, I don't know, very, very attractive.
Yes, she is.
She's a Tuesday night.
She's no 10.
Her name's Ellie. Ellie, much love to you. She posted this particular question because if you ask in Twitter, that's where all your answers are given. Except for if you were to go to forum.what'stheplay.net.
That's where the super answers are.
Super answers. In fact, I heard it's an amazing place. It's a forum for people to get together,
connect,
besides
help each other.
Help each other.
And ask questions. Just type it out.
So just to give you a little taste of what Ellie tries to talk about. Give a BJ and he come before y'all even smash. Call that a head start.
This girl has her face in the wrong place.
Guys with buck teeth be trying too hard to smash. Okay, eager beaver.
I didn't like that one.
I don't think anybody else did either. She's terrible.
She looks like she has big teeth.
Look at her. Do you think this is really her? Or do you think it's like an old man or something?
It's an old man.
Oh, no, it's an old man. But
with a fox face.
Why you keep? Did they, when they gave you that voice box, did they say would you like the?
I did.
Would
not
you like
get the upgrade package.
Would you like the Iron Man or would you like the Batman? I'm gonna say you chose the Batman.
I have the Batman.
Yeah, you sound eerily similar. So she asked this question. She said, "Ugly guys like to eat the coochie."
Ugly guys like to eat the coochie.
That's what she said.
She is very not educated.
No, I put more like ugly guys will eat the coochie when it smells.
Yes, when it smells bad.
That's right, because you're a handsome man, I'm a very handsome man, and you're a very handsome man, and I'm a very handsome man, and you're a handsome man, I'm a very handsome man.
Yes, and it keeps going that way.
It keeps going back and forth.
Yes.
And we love it. Because it sit on my face. In fact, I named my internet
Wi-Fi
sit on my face in honor of the beautiful girl, that lived next door to me at the time.
And that I kicked out for my benefit.
Yeah, we did do
I'm
that.
sorry.
Yeah, I guess that's an equal trade-off.
Yes.
So you kicked out the beautiful girl who used to suntan on top of the roof.
Yes, I did.
And I the reason why I made the Wi-Fi that is because every time, we end up having 3 kids together.
My God.
But the reason why is because she really, I found it fascinating that she didn't really acknowledge me. Like, not even a wave. And then I have a friend on the other side. Just before you moved in, John, he's a handsome man in another way. He's a friend of mine, and she didn't acknowledge him either. I thought, well, she must be a lesbian. She must be a lesbian.
She
Absolutely.
must be asexual.
That's right. So I thought the only way to grab her attention is that every time she goes on her computer and she tries to get on that internet, she tries to look up.
She has to see.
She sees when the Wi-Fi pops up. She sees sit on my face, and like it would make the water gush. It would make the sweat glands glow.
It would make the dam break.
And I feel that that's the only reason why I was able to fuck the shit out of her before she left.
That sounds like a great way to decipher that.
And it's funny you say that because we did Pillow Talk. We did talk about that. And we said, what are we going to tell our kids?
That
Dad,
she was hot.
Dad made a Wi-Fi handle that said sit on my face, and I ended up sitting on your dad's face.
Yes.
Look at kids, dreams do come true tonight on Tuesday, twitch.tv/whatsup games. Those are the kind of gems of knowledge. You cannot get that anywhere. There is no trivia game on the planet globally streaming anywhere. I don't care if it's in Russian. They don't even know what they're doing over there. They're like cold. I don't care if they're in Turkey. They don't smoke weed straight from Turkey because they're eating too much baklava
Or stuffing.
And Chinese, they're burning too much plastic over there. And you go to North Korea, they have no food. They're eating rats. Yes. You go to Mexico, that's a shit show. You go to Canada. Yeah, you go to Canada and they don't even. They're wondering if they should be American or not. No place in the world is streaming the kind of trivia game show that this one is, that actually deals, because everybody else is so selfish in the world.
Yes,
I'm saying every other country is so selfish that they haven't come up with this.
That's right.
It's the only selfishness that you have not had this in the palm of your hands.
Yes.
And you can blame it. You know what? You blame your politicians. Don't blame politicians. Blame everybody from every other country. Blame everybody in this country. Why didn't you think of this?
Yes.
But what you do is you don't blame us.
You blame yourselves
for not thinking of it.
Yes. And we're
here to help you
sooner than you did for yourself. That's right. We care more about you
than you care about yourself.
Yes. And that's a shame. But I'm glad to take over for you.
We are.
You're in good hands, and we will make sure to speak loud and clear when we say this. Speak from the heart. Let the people know who you are and what you are about. Form boundaries. Speak up for yourself.
Get your face
pushed around
off your smartphone.
That's right.
Talk to people. Start that. Nobody's talking to each other.
That's right. They pass.
And you know what? I am just as guilty. I don't want to sound like, oh, nobody's talking. I want to sound like Jerry Seinfeld or what? Oh, why don't nobody talk to each other?
I can do a Jerry Seinfeld impression.
Oh God. But you don't want to hurt your vocal cords.
Let me take him for a spin.
Oh wow! Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. John Montgomery, Thunderbird III, as Jerry Seinfeld.
What's with all of these people? There's just so many people. They're always getting in my way. Why won't they just go home? How is that, Stephen? Speechless. Uncanny. He couldn't tell the difference. That's how John Montgomery Thunderbird III does everything he ever does.
And he will be hosting tonight on twitch.tv/Let's Play Games. He will be hosting. I'll be doing the pre-show. It might be 10 minutes, might be 20 minutes. I don't know. It's whatever I want to do. And I want everybody to know we are not coming out harsh. We want you to have fun with life. Stop being so serious about climate change. Nobody cares.
There's no such thing.
Climate change doesn't matter. Our presidents, who cares? They don't. None of the politicians look after you. If I were to bet pretty much all my salary, all my earnings in this world, which is a very high amount, I would assume that not one of our audience members, unless they're like in the cabinet of not even the cabinet, not one politician, I don't care what side they're on, if they got a DUI, would care about them and bail them out of jail or something.
No,
not one.
Not one.
So why do you care? They don't care about you.
Yes.
You know who cares about you?
We do.
That's right. Old chimney
John
voice over here.
Montgomery Thunderbird III.
He used to be a chimney sweep.
Yes, but now I'm different. I'm a plumber now. I'm better than that. A chimney sweep.
That reminds me of a story. His name was Wally the Chimney Sweep. He's in Whittier, California.
What a chump.
If I were to look him up right now, he's probably dead. But I had to wait on, when I was a young lad, I had to wait on this table, and I boxed up their wine. I did everything. His wife
boxed up their wine.
Boxed up their wine. It became Boxo wine, all because of me.
You invented it.
That's right. And they did not tip me. After like 8 people, they did not tip me because he thought that I purposely did not give him penne instead of spaghetti as a side pasta. And his wife ordered just the way it was supposed to order. He didn't order it, but I told him, I said, sir, I will take it back for you. I will bring out the penne for you. You can have both.
Yes, your entire reason for going to work that day was to mess up his dinner.
And I thought about that.
Very unlikely.
Looking back, that might have been a good reason. But I didn't do that day. That's exactly right.
I did not had to know.
You know what? I didn't even care about him that much.
Right.
Like, he's just a person sitting at a table with a bunch of people.
You're just wondering, where's my tip?
Where's my fucking tip, motherfucker?
So
I ran after him, and he was getting into his stupid minivan, because he's a chimney sweep. Of course he has a minivan.
Yes.
He's getting into a minivan, and I said, listen, man, I forgot what I told you. I told him he was an embarrassment to his family.
He is.
I did, and that's what set him off. He really wanted to fight me. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you don't tip.
That's exactly when you don't.
The waiter might come after you and tell you you're an embarrassment to your family.
Yep.
He thought he was getting away with it. I mean, really, if you're thinking about that, they went out to dinner, and the waiter comes out and does that. Damn.
Yeah, I would feel ashamed of myself.
Because I bet they all felt that he tipped me. He had to have,
probably
right?
thought
They probably
so.
thought he wrote something on there.
Like, hang on, guys.
I got this.
Stand back for
Right, I got
minute.
this. Yeah.
You guys go on.
Yeah, well, if there's any chimney sweeps out there, redeem yourself and
tip the man.
Yeah, why don't you join us on twitch.tv tonight /Let's Play Games, and you maybe you get him with a little chimney emoji or a little sweep.
Yes, I will.
Will you recognize them?
I will recognize them and call them out. Not call you out, but give you a shout out.
And we wonder, how is it that in this day and age that that industry has not gone down?
It's
still around.
Many chimneys to be swept.
How do you think they get in there? I mean, do they slide? Do they slide like this, or do they just drop all the way down? You think?
You saw Mary Poppins, didn't you?
I don't remember that part. Do they go with their feet like?
You go feet first.
Yeah.
Head last.
Okay. Why do you sound like Foghorn Leghorn almost? You go feet fast, sir.
Because he is my very distant cousin. Okay?
You guys look a lot alike.
Yes, I do look like a rooster.
Cock of the walk.
With a cock on my head. Just like a rooster.
Well, it's 8:30, everyone. And at 8:30, it's time to go.
It is time to go, Steven.
And this has been the Who Cares podcast, and you're welcome. But it won't be the Who Cares podcast for long, because coming soon, I will explain it all.
He will. Nah.
guess that I'll take